the direction in which Coach Mox has this program going. But we'll talk about that a little bit more as Clemson controls the tip, and we are underway. It is Dayshanette Harris, the point guard for the Tigers, with the ball.
Clemson picking up full court, which is something you'll see them do a lot of in this 1-2-2 pressure. A Virginia team that likes to play fast kind of gets them. As you see, Brunelle hits a three. And
struggled against Virginia Tech, though, on Thursday. So good to see her get her shot going early. A little up and under there. Creative move from Amari Robinson. Leading scorer for this team. She's putting up 17 a game. Remember, Coach Butler won the ACC Coach of the Year back in 2018 and 19, but that was the last time that Clemson really was able to find success in the ACC. What a look there from Brunelle to find the cutting Nguyen. Her first points of the game fresh off the bench.
Kymora Johnson finds Brunelle at the high post, and she just finds her teammates slashing down the lane. Clemson with these turnovers, they're not forced. It's just them really needing to value the basketball and take care of each possession.
Good handoff there. Harris, a strong finish. And she'll go to the line for an and one opportunity. A transfer from Pitt.
Love that take and decision by Day Harris to get something going to the rim. A nice strong take, a great finish.
5-5 is our score, just getting underway here as Johnson lets it go again, and it falls. 5 lead, and Kymora Johnson has led this team, only a freshman. And that shot looks sweet. Well, knowing Cam Taylor's story, it makes it really difficult not to root for her. I mean, she is just an incredible person, an incredible basketball player, unavailable today. And actually, Cam had stepped away from the game of basketball entirely after her mom's passing to obviously grieve and give that the right amount of time. But I can't imagine the amount of emotions that she feels here today with her team now leading. Whenever she is on the basketball court, about honoring her mom, by doing everything out of love and being a hard worker. That was a quote from Cam Taylor. And no doubt, Clemson comes back within one. It has been a fast-paced game, not a lot of whistles. Nguyen gets her own miss, loses it under the basket, and Dayshanette Harris back the other way. Harris looking to go coast to coast, and her second and one opportunity is coming up.
Dayshanette Harris showing that she can get to the basket and score with the contact.
Pauly, nice fake, dribble drive, and Nguyen with the rejection. Robinson with 5 on the shot clock. That's too strong, and Smith elevates for the rebound.
It's a good defensive possession for the Cavaliers.
Paris Clark. Oh, and the basket.
And long and great at getting down lane lines. That's a nice, strong attack. Virginia getting very aggressive defensively, extending out their pressure, trying to speed Clemson up.
Harris hit on the way up. Oh, are you kidding me? Dayshanette Harris cannot be stopped. Line for the third and one opportunity.
Smith goes under the ball screen and tries to meet her.
7 seconds to go. Paris Clark on the drive again. And a strong finish for Paris Clark. She's heading the line once again.
I love the decision to go back to her for the last shot. And, you know, the defense, Clemson's defense just...
Looking for the outlet. Clark got a hand in there. And Harris takes control. Now Harris, bounce pass to Robinson. That is what Dayshanette Harris provides. I'm sure there are many of you at home who are fighting and battling cancer. And, of course, the KYAO Cancer Fund will be there for everybody. Dayshanette Harris with the layup on the other end off the steal.
And that's credit to Clemson's defense, disrupting and slowing them down.
Johnson, shot won't fall. Kymora Johnson and really UVA have gotten off to a slow start here in the second quarter. They have not scored. They've missed their last 4 shots, and that one rattles home.
Yeah, they're a great duo for the Tigers, and they got it. Elmer's going to need to finish that. Elmore, that was a great offensive execution.
McGee, second chance opportunity. This is one of the best rebounding teams in the entire country, Virginia is. Lawson will let it fly and hit. Kaden Lawson with a 3, and that ends a 7-0 run over the last 4 minutes.
And most of them not by huge margins. You know, you got your occasional maybe blowout here or there, but for the most part, they're a great team. As you see Maddie Ott knock down the 3-pointer, which she is definitely capable of doing. But here you see Dayshanette Harris. She gets stuck, but she finds Maddie Ott on the opposite wing, who just drains the three.
They're being outscored 10-3. Under 5 to play. Underneath, Freeman blocked from behind Sam Brunelle.
Went up a little faster with it, but that's a great block from behind. I think play fast. If they can get live ball turnovers, do what their bread and butter is, get out in transition. They have a bunch of great guards that are able to get going.
And Brunelle has taken over the last 30 seconds of this game. Virginia's cut the lead to 5. Johnson driving past Ott. And one opportunity coming for the freshman. Decided to stay home.
Little in and out, got down a lane line, but saw the help defense come over.
North Carolina ran Duke off the floor inside the Dean Dome yesterday. Johnson with the floater.
Against Clemson's pressure that have led to turnovers or just really disrupted their offense.
Harris, the ball finds Whitehorn there.
You're not going to 100% be able to shut her out from using her right hand, but that's knowing what is the distance that you need to give, as you see Amari Robinson with a great left-hand take down a lane line from the high post. And you see that Virginia just keeps going under things with Harris, but if they would get into her and maybe ice or look to not let her go right at all, and another great block from Sam Brunelle. Yeah, she's really found her way from like sneaking from behind.
Just a matter of weeks after Coach Mox was announced as the head coach, Brunelle announced her commitment. Elmore offensive rebound and the putback. Lead back up to 7.
She's a tremendous rebounder, and that's a great offensive rebound and putback at a great time.
Elmore actually the second leading rebounder on this team. A teardrop will fall for Johnson. A soft touch from the freshman. So the third quarter underway as Mackenzie Kramer's first shot will fall.
Mackenzie Kramer, a player that asked for a bigger role, that's really stepped up for this Clemson team, and the loss of Maddie Cluse, who is out with injury, not really sure what her timeline is, but Kramer's been playing well.
Robinson slips to the basket, but there is Brunelle with her third block of the game. Jillian Brown's first foul of the game. Harris has Whitehorn wide open, and Whitehorn converts with the left. And also to think that Clemson has built up this big of a lead with only 4 points from Ruby Whitehorn, but there is Kymora Johnson with the finish.
Got going in the second quarter with a lot of this, putting the ball on the floor and putting pressure on Clemson's defense. I like that attack, though. Attacking the high post of that zone defense and trying to get something from around there.
Valentine drops in the 3. Harris Clark down the lane again. Trying to spin on Valentine, back out to Brunelle. Looking for help, backdoor cut. Johnson right down the gut and lays it in for 2. He was the second most points in a game by a freshman in school history as well. That was a big win for this team as Clark puts on a defensive clinic. Now on the offensive side, Johnson gets a free throw line jumper to fall.
And you see her get a great stop, and it leads to a bucket for Kymora Johnson.
Ruby Whitehorn only 4 points today. Misses that shot, but the follow is there for Michaela Elmore. That's her second offensive rebound putback of the game. Well, Coach Mox was kind enough to share some of those stories with us, Jazz, when we were talking to her pregame today in the shoot-around. I mean, there are people impacted by cancer every single day in this country. And she said that she wanted her team to go out and play with joy.
I think it might be fair to put Harris on a triple-double watch with the whole quarter left to play.
That's blocked by Elmore. Johnson tries to find Noyen underneath, and Noyen finishes.
I think that Horns action can be really good for them to go to some more of, whether it's a man or a zone.
No field goals for the Tigers in the last 3.5. Kramer trying to end it, and she does. Johnson misses the off-balance shot, but collects her own rebound. Now it's Smith to Brunelle for 3. Off to the right, and another battle for the board. It's Clark this time. Has it rejected. Back out, wide open 3. Brunelle, and it's good. This was the three before the foul.
The sophomore Paris Clark battling down low for the rebound, finds a hot Sam Brunelle for another three-pointer. Also, maybe needing to put more pressure on the defense and get some more things either on the block or guard penetration.
Whitehorn wide open in transition. Virginia, little lapse defensively there.
Involved and contributing a little more.
Kramer for three, way too strong, and into the hands of Brunelle. Johnson looking to push. 3-on-2, pull up from the logo, and Johnson hits the two. Johnson one-on-one with Whitehorn, count the basket, and the foul.
Kymora Johnson just finding the seams of that Clemson defense with a length.
Paris Clark with the rebound.
And if you notice, Virginia's in a zone of their own right now.
Pauly hits the three!
Got themselves back in the game, and here you see Paris Clark passes it up to her teammate, who drains the three.
See what Clemson does on this end now. They've turned it over a couple of times here in the fourth, and there's another one. Pauly, transition three. Count it! Katie Pauly with a couple of huge triples in the fourth quarter. No run to start the fourth quarter, Jazz. It looks like a new team out there.
Yeah, Clemson loose with the ball, turning it over. Kymora gets downhill and just finds her hot three-point shooter.
Katie Pauly actually had a really good game the last time these two met. Whitehorn with the jumper, that's good. Ruby Whitehorn's been a bit quiet today for Clemson. Just a total of 6 points, now 8. Brunelle, 5 threes for Sam Brunelle. She said she has, the utmost respect for what Coach Kenny Brooks has built there. I got to be honest, Jazz, what Coach Mox has built in a short time here is almost second to none. I mean, it has been impressive.
Both played for Coach Fred Priester. That's our guy, and I'm just so proud of what she's been able to build here as Sam Brunelle hits another three-pointer. They call it a two?
17 now for the graduate student, Sam Brunelle, and Virginia native. Robinson off the glass. Ooh, what a difficult shot for Amari. Backed up to a three-point advantage here. Brunelle from the free throw line. Gives a little shrug after that. Everything's falling right now. Dayshanette Harris will pull up from three. And follows up her own miss. No good, though, on the follow. Whitehorn blocked from behind by Clark. Whitehorn short on that.
Virginia's going to have to box out and get bodies and limit them to one shot.
Robinson certainly capable of shooting the three, but Kramer's a little bit better. Mackenzie Kramer.
Amari Robinson, who's had the hot hand here in the fourth quarter, just gives up her opportunity for a better shot from Kramer, who quiets the crowd. And Clemson is an experienced team. They're going to manage this clock. They're going to make good decisions.
Harris falls down, gets it to Kramer. Sidestep for three. Oh! Mackenzie Kramer trying to put this game on ice.
Here you see her off the dribble, just with a little shot fake, sidestep, knocks it down. They do, and they need to get a quality basket, but also just get something quick kind of going to the rim so that they can get a stop and get a... I like that decision. I love that decision by Sam Brunelle. See what the defense does, get them to maybe mess up, make a mistake.
Brunelle, quick trigger. Oh! Brunelle hits the three. It's a 2-point game.
Again, Paris Clark letting Harris go right.
Harris, count the basket! And the foul. Dayshanette Harris with some hard contact once again.
I mean, she's done it all day.
Oh, my goodness.
She is just... She talked a lot about focusing on them, not worrying about the opponent and who they're playing, but just focus on their growth and progress. And they did a great job today.
And that is your final. Clemson 75, UVA 69.